Two of my favorites together at last.
What's he unboxing? What'd it be? Well, I don't know. Shut up and see.
Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. This is a book that's a complete surprise to me. I didn't know this was coming to me. It's from Paul Miller over at Earthling. It's a very light box. I can only assume, I'm going to assume I know what it is. I think this is the arc for the Widows of Winding Gale by Kealan Patrick Burke. That's what, I mean, you already know what it is because of the title of the video that Future Jeff put up there for me. But I don't know that that's what that is. I know it's not come with me because I bought that via Levidian. And this box is way too light to be that book. And I believe that's all I'm expecting from Earthling. So this is a total welcome surprise. And what do we got? What do we got? Uh-oh. It is. And that doesn't diminish the joy. I mean, because I wasn't sure, but then seeing it, yeah. Oh, that's awesome. And his awesome little note to Jeff, stay away from the water. I think that might be a note to me because if you remember, I took my Boys in the Valley arc to the beach, famously transforming it from a very lovely, perfect arc to the Beach Boys arc, a disfigured one. Oh, this is awesome. I'm so stoked. Kealan Patrick Burke, man. Kealan Patrick Burke and Earthling. I'm actually surprised that there hasn't been a Kealan Patrick Burke Earthling before. I'm surprised. Maybe I missed it, but I looked through the past catalog and I didn't see one because Kealan Patrick Burke has been around in these waters for a long time, and I would think sooner or later. But Kealan Patrick Burke was like a cemetery dance guy. So maybe he was trying to stay in that house. Maybe not. I don't know. I'm kind of wandering, but that's what I do. Today's Saturday. So Sunday, I'm going to post the videos. If you're watching this brand new, welcome to Sunday. And Monday, tomorrow, May 19th, this will go live for pre-order. I'll put the link in the info in the description so you can get it. I bet you it's going to sell out real fast. There's a blurb on the back from Bentley Little. It says, I am in awe of his talent, as you should be, Bentley. Not getting into that. I will read to you what it is all about. For the people in the rugged Irish island of Winding Gale, life has always been hard. Now, in the wake of the Second World War, the island is dying. The young taken away by death or by the appeal of better lives elsewhere, leaving behind only a handful of adults. But on the night the men of the island disappear while fighting in uncharted waters, the women are forced into a conflict with something both new and unfathomably old. Thanks for putting that word in there to make me read the word, Kealan. A strange greenish mist rolls in, cutting off the island from the mainland. Spiral symbols appear in the sand, fashioned from dead fish and stones. Seductive voices lure people from their homes to walk into the sea. Ancient ships materialize in the fog, and specters of the past will rise to take their vengeance in blood. Because this is Samhain, a time when the veil between the living and the dead is thinnest, and there's something rising from the deep that will thrust the women of Winding Gale into a war against an unspeakable evil. That is awesome. I love that. It has an introduction from Nathan Ballingrud and artwork by, well, you can tell, Glenn Chadbourne. So I am going to immediately start reading this, and I will get a review up, and I guarantee I'm ordering on Monday. Kealan Patrick Burke is one of my favorite authors. I just read Nerve Endings. Great stories. The man has a way with words, and his prose is beautiful and disturbing and dark, and it has an isolation vibe. And I am also in awe of his talent. The guy is a giant in horror and in authorship, just writing. The guy is a master of the craft. So I don't think he gets nearly the love he deserves. And I am over the moon when a publisher I love does an author I love. And so I'm jumping right into this, and I'll get a review up for you. So thank you, Paul, for sending this along. I'm thrilled that there's a Kealan Patrick Burke Earthling in the future. And for those who maybe need an introduction to the man himself or need to continue their awesome collection of really disturbing, weird tales, get on it Monday. And I guarantee you're going to be very happy with what you get. From my understanding, it's a very reasonably priced book. It is thin, so it's probably more like a novella, maybe a novel. I don't know. I have to see how quickly I can consume it. But Kealan Patrick Burke words are rich. They are rich. I don't tear through a KPB book. You sort of savor it, you know. I think there are some that are richer than others. When I think of Guests, I think I tore through that story because that felt more fun. That felt more light. But a lot of times Kealan gets into some dark turf, and the way he writes just doesn't lend itself to just tearing through. You want to savor it. You want to get those descriptions. You want to notice the brush strokes in the dark painting that is unfolding in front of you. Great stuff. So I'm stoked, and I know, again, wandering and rambling, but get it when it's available, and you won't regret it later. Thank you for joining me this time. Hope to see you again next time. In the meantime, stay frosty. In my puppy dog-like excitement in getting this arc, I failed to give it a good look until the camera was off. And that's when I noticed it actually has art inside. Paul Miller doesn't usually put art in his arcs, and in this case he did. And so we have a preview of some of Glenn Chadbourne's pieces, and they are awesome. So stunning job all the way around, and I'm glad I get to share them with you in some capacity in this video.